Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. So today our group members are going to present a discussion related to discourse and the workplace. First of all, everyone knows discourse can be encountered everywhere and anywhere. So today we are going to be focusing on discourse in the workplace. Research on workplace discourse has increased in the last 10 years. Early research on workplace discourse focused on doctor-patient interaction and legal language. But nowadays, the scope of research encompasses many different types of institutional and non-institutional contexts, as well as many different aspects of workplace interaction. And here you can see current research on spoken workplace discourse. In the brief note of methodology, the research discussed on workplace discourse in three broad categories. The first one, different types of workplace interaction, and the second one, two well-established broad dimensions of analysis power and solidarity, and the third one, two areas of social variation, gender, and ethnicity in the workplace. Next is different types of workplace interaction. Discourse analysis in workplace mostly discuss about the interaction in the meetings. Most of the time, white-collar workforce spend 25 to 80% in meetings. So it is not surprising that discourse analysis have devoted a good deal of attention to meeting talk, examining the discursive strategies in managing the meetings and also the complexities of how things get accomplished in meeting interaction. The analysts who use CA or conversation analysis approach have identified patterns which help define meeting is the structure of the opening and closing phases. Research by Wellington LWP said the formal meeting opening and closing is different from culture to culture groups. As the result, Chinese business meetings usually use high level of formality as a sign of respect, while Western business meetings often use informality rather than formalities as a sign of good rapport. Discourse analysis also examines features of service encounters, where usually occurs in corner shops like bookshops, hair salons, supermarkets, include telephone transactions. And finally, there are also a small body of research which focuses on occupational genres, such as the discourse of auctioneers, sportscasters, weather forecasters, and the structural features of airline pilot talk.
Power and solidarity in workplace interactions. Research on speech functions such as directives also involves considerations of the power dimensions in workplace discourse analysis. Good management entails getting people to do things at work. Vin examines the range of ways in which directives are expressed in the interactions of four senior employees in a government department. She demonstrates, in particular, that the force of any directive, and especially its interpersonal and relational impacts, is greatly influenced by its precise discursive positioning in a particular social context, with the relevant context sometimes extending over several meetings. Similar conclusions have resulted from the analysis of workplace disagreement and negotiation. A related strand of speech function research has focused on the challenges for those from other cultures in appropriately expressing problematic or challenging speech acts such as refusals and complaints, especially when these are directed upwards to those in positions of greater power. Turning to the solidarity dimensions, humor has attracted a good deal of attention from workplace discourse analysis. Early research in this area often argued that workplace humor benefits employment relationships by increasing job satisfaction, creativity, and even productivity. In contexts as diverse as hospital paramedical departments, hotel kitchens, and police departments, humor was shown to have beneficial effects. Humor attracts good deals of attention. It benefits employment relationships by increasing job satisfaction. Humor can be a strategy of expressing resistance. Its core function is providing amusement. Its other functions is social functions in social groups. Looking at the darker sides of workplace humor, others argued that it could be used manipulatively as a control mechanism, for example, by the chair in white-collar business meetings. Gender and ethnicity. Gender. Both women and men operate within the constraint of overarching society-wide behavioral norms and expectations in constructing their gender identity in the workplace. The pervasive power of gender norms is particularly evident when the spotlight is turned on those contesting them in some way. For example, male-dominated occupations such as IT and engineering, while women-dominated occupations such as nursing and education. Ethnicity. Ethnic values emphasize the norms, enacting leadership in ways consistent with a particular cultural attitudes and norms. Ethnic values underpin the guidelines or norms which influence the way people interact. Ethnicity is regarded as a dynamic and active process in interactions. Ethnicity acts as a crucial for interpreting ethnic values or norms which influence the way people interact and the ways in which they construct their identity.
Now we are talking about new issues on workplace discourse. The first one is structure of talk in negotiations. It is a process in which one individual tries to persuade another to alter the ideas or behavior. And it also a process in which at least two partners with different needs and viewpoints try to reach agreement on matters of mutual interest. For examples, business negotiations or meeting negotiations. The sentence structure used in communication are usually general sentences or words for negotiation. The second one is small talk. It is essential for interpersonal communications protocol. Remember, the purpose of small talk is to build relationships. It is not a time for arguing or disagreement. It is about common conversations for everyday things. The topic for small talk are weather maybe, traffic, travel, stay with mostly favorable experiences, books, current events. The arts are appropriate topics provided. The third one is constructions of professional identities. It concerns group interactions in the workplace and relates to how people compare and differentiate themselves from other professions groups. Workers from different majors develop a range of beliefs and attitudes about their professions that make them distinguishable. It is a systematic way of evaluating, identifying, and organizing the perceptions of self. Erickson, 1968. For example, there are two professions. One is a teacher, and other one is a lawyer. Teacher will identify themselves as academics who teach students in class with the aim of providing knowledge related to students' future plans. A lawyer will identify himself as a profession related to law, handling cases, whether civil or speech. The scope is the judiciary, or it could be related to criminals. The last one is email and written discourse in workplace. For the discourse structure of email discussions and the suitability of conversation analysis, the analysis of email discussion data can be used. Naturally occurring email discussion data from publicly viable archive could be collected. The main difference from spoken conversation and email is the absence of priority for speaker selections, such that any speaker can self-select at any time. As a result, turn taking can be investigated in workplace.